I'm Terrence.
And this is a good, after 3 weeks this time being gone.
Are you sure it's 3 weeks? It kind of feels like a whole month.
After 1 month of being gone. Hey, you know what? So many things happen behind the scenes when it comes to being in the theater industry that it takes me away from things. But you know what? Let me just say right now, luckily there is more than just 2 members. Mm-hmm. So I want to say thank you to Art on the couch over here for filling in and doing a bunch of stuff with Terrence behind and in front of the camera.
Yep.
All right. Wait. So now let's get on with the box office.
Wait, what? Box office.
In its second week, Mission Impossible not regains, but stays at number 1.
Sorry, Tim.
35 million.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Even though it's still not my favorite Mission Impossible film, but it's good that it had no competition, that it can continue to make money.
I've never seen a Mission Impossible movie.
Ghost Protocol.
I have no idea.
I don't care what anybody says. Ghost Protocol to me is still.
It is not. Mission Impossible 3 is the best Mission Impossible.
That's what I hear too, but I've never seen it. All right. In its second week, but it's already grossed worldwide $330 million. Not bad.
Yeah, it is. That's great. That just means we're gonna get another Mission Impossible.
We are getting a Mission Impossible.
We're gonna have 60-year-old Tom Cruise still doing his own stunts. Please stop, Tom.
Breaking ankles.
You're gonna die.
All right. Opening at number 2 during opening weekend, which was actually a surprise because I really thought that it was actually going to do something. Christopher Robin opens at 25 million. Mixed reviews.
I knew that this film was not going to do much because, one, they didn't really market it much, and the simple fact that I think we're kind of beyond cartoons being made into actual live action films, because we had a top 5 about that and the worst ones. But I think we're past it. I think that needs to take a break for a while, and then maybe we can do it again in another 10 years.
Okay, now is it that it was more like,
and it's grown up Christopher Robin,
right? But is it more that the characters and how they were? I don't know if they're, because I know they're part CGI, maybe part of them were puppets, but maybe the style of the puppets, because they it was Winnie the Pooh in voice. It was, but there was this.
It was a live action version. You're basing that on how he looked in a cartoon,
right? That's what I'm saying. So do you think that it would, if they gone Roger Rabbit style and done the actual character?
No, I think if they'd have done maybe a little kid as opposed to grown up Christopher Robin, and they did this film 10 years later.
But they're doing it. But they're going to do it again for Mary Poppins, where the kids are grown up. The Banks kids are grown up.
Is that really what you're
Yes, it is. All right.
I don't want to see Mary Poppins now. Mary Poppins, y'all.
Number 3 opens up. Spy Who Dumped Me opened at number 3 with 12 million.
I didn't want to see that movie when they announced it.
Kate McKinnon and Mila Kunis.
I mean, I'm on Saturday Night Live. Yes, Kate McKinnon. In movies,
she's Kate McKinnon.
Yeah.
On Saturday Night Live.
I've already seen this. I know your stick.
Number 4, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. That's for Aspen.
Yes, and if you're straight and you saw this movie, please put in the comments below.
Alrighty then. So far, worldwide, 230 million. So
holy crap, isn't it 200?
You can say what you want. Well, you can say what you want, but like Aspen, there's a lot of people that like the music, they like the actors. 230.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
The gays.
It was number 4 at 9 million. We are about to get shut down. All right. Number 5, Equalizer 2 with 8 million.
Well, how long has that been in the theaters right now?
Probably about 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay, it's still at number 5, so I guess that's something. Maybe we'll get an Equalizer 3. I don't know why, but maybe we'll get an Equalizer 3.
I heard it was not as good as the first one.
I mean, the first one was a reach, and I don't feel it was as close to the TV show as the original TV show. I don't think it was close as the original was.
You replace an old English white man with Denzel Washington.
To me, it just felt like another Denzel Washington where he was just doing vigilante justice. So that's what sold that movie. It was like, we got to see more Denzel, and it was like, oh, you're doing the same thing again? It's like, I could just watch any of your other movies.
He was great, though. He was great. He's really good in the geriatric role, I think.
We needed to put Denzel into the Kingsman.
Taken where he's the bad guy and he fights against Liam Neeson. I love that. I think that's
an interesting concept. I'll give you that. That's interesting.
All right, so coming up next week, let's see if Mission Impossible can hold for a 3rd week as it goes up against The Meg. Updated version of Jaws, basically.
You know The Meg's going to lose this week.
No, it is not. I honestly believe that The Meg is going to be number 1. It's based on a best-selling novel, much like Jaws. Okay. That actually spanned a book series. So you got like The Meg, and you got The Trench, and you got like all these other ones in the same story arc there. So it might be the start of something big. So. And Jason Statham,
you feel franchise out of this.
Yeah, I feel franchise out of it. And Jason Statham is an action star that can carry a franchise. I think it's
if this movie maybe was goofy, I could probably say franchise, like a Sharknado type deal, but I don't feel franchise.
Well, a lot of the
or a franchise in a way like this one comes out and then 2 and 3 go straight to Netflix. That type of franchise. It'll be Tremors.
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea.
But mixed reviews. I mean, not reviews, but reviews have been come out, and they a lot of people say that it's actually pretty freaking good.
I hope it is.
Popcorn movie.
I hope it is.
All right.
Because Jason, I will be upset if it's not.
Well, usually the rulers of summer belong to Marvel, and James Gunn has been in the news lately.
Man, has he been in the news?
He has been in the news. For those of you that don't know, James Gunn was actually terminated from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 due to offensive tweets that he did like 10 years ago. Now, James Gunn has recently completed the script for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, there's a possibility that Disney's actually going to just do away with the script itself.
They're not going to
and go a different way. I don't think they should.
There might be minor rewrites with the new director, but they're not going to trash the script.
But are they trying to do it to take the writing credit away from James Gunn? That would suck. I hope not. Probably, you're probably right, but it still sucks. But there's going to be a meeting. There's going to be a meeting between them to see if what they can do, what they can work out, and so forth. I honestly believe that he will remain off of the project as a director. The meeting will be more about the credit he will receive as a writer if they keep the screenplay. So we'll see how that goes. If they do not come to terms as far as director, they're looking at Ragnarok director Taika Waititi to take over.
Okay.
Now the comedy.
the comedy that was in Thor would translate well with Guardians.
Exactly. So I'm not too far. I'm not against it.
Yeah.
So
that's what's going to happen. I'm sorry, guys. Look, all you James Gunn lovers.
But I want to ask
we're not getting him back for the movie.
But what about so Jimmy Gunbergo was also, they're looking at him, who's simply James Gunn with a mustache. So he's pretty much exactly like
it's going to be one of those things. Disney's going to wait for all of this to blow over. We're gonna, because Guardians 3 is a while away.
Yes,
so they're gonna wait for all this to blow over. They will last minute announce a director, and then they're just gonna move forward. I'm sorry, it's like this happens a lot. People do things that affect a project negatively, and they get let go. It just happens to be a big name like James Gunn for Guardians, to where like. I really didn't want to see that happen because I want to see what his full trilogy looks like. Unfortunately, we're not going to see it. I apologize.
I was told one time, no matter all the good that you do, it only takes one bad thing to tarnish your entire reputation and everything.
One thing. One rotten apple spoils the barrel.
Right. Now, this one bad thing, these are words, so there is a little bit in the context to where you could actually forgive it. Okay, fine.
Yeah, you could.
The one thing that like Kevin Spacey and all that, that's a different story. That's the one thing that I don't think
they had. That's why I said they had to do what they had to do, because it was like there's so many things that have come out recently to where like we're not going to be having to carry this every time they mention our movie. We have to get rid of this.
Okay, so if this is the case and they decide not to go with Gunn and they know that the cast is against it. Do you see, because they're potentially thinking about recasting the Guardians.
They're not. They're all contracted. Nobody's got to leave this set. Even Batista said he's like, I don't want to, he's like, I'm really upset and I don't want to do it, but I'm contractually obligated to do it. I have to do it. So yeah, would they phone it in? Possibly. They might do that. It was like, just as a protest, it was like they give the worst performances they could possibly do. They might do that just to say like, but what does that do for their careers?
Exactly. And I don't think that's because then
they're not going to end up doing that.
You're throwing personal views in an occupation where it requires you to completely get away from yourself and your own thoughts and become a character. So yeah, you're right. I think it does affect their career. So hopefully they stay professional about it. I know it sucks.
It sucks. It happens in Hollywood all the time. But it's like Jeepers Creepers 3.
Lord knows, shit. We've said some horrible things that would be
some of the stuff didn't make the air.
And yeah, no, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about back in our 20s.
Please don't look at anything I wrote like 10 years ago.
Exactly. So yeah, we feel you. We're still a full support of James Gunn. All right. So now this is interesting for somebody that's been convicted of doing bad things and convicted of sexual assault. Steven Seagal, your favorite.
Oh my wow. Mr. Like yellow tinted glasses and the black outfit and stuff now, because he doesn't change clothes for any movie that he's in.
Yeah, at all. You're far away from Under Siege. Not even close to Under Siege. Well, action star.
My booyah base.
Action star Steven Seagal, former deputy sheriff Seagal, has been appointed to be the Russian Foreign Ministry special rep to improve USSR and USA relations.
How is he going to communicate with them?
This is from Vladimir. He has become, Vladimir Putin has given him a Russian citizenship.
Okay, so this is kind of a Kim Jong-il thing.
He's a Russian ambassador, basically.
Because it was Un and... Okay, this is kind of like the Dennis Rodman and Kim Jong.
Yeah.
And this is Putin's version of that.
Right. Can we get WWE involved in this for a match?
Well, I really want to see how this unfolds because the Dennis Rodman one was hilarious. So I want to see what comes out of Steven Seagal's mouth about how great Russia is.
Well, it's just hilarious to me because
they get Trump together with it. It's amazing. It's gonna be the greatest.
First of all, did Russo write this?
It's like, I'm here with Vladimir Putin and Steven Seagal, the greatest martial artist ever.
Steven Seagal will not be paid for this.
Of course he can't.
For this role, but he is there to deepen the cultural art and youth ties.
I don't see how this works. Unless he's filming a movie in Russia somewhere. I don't see how this works.
Is close friends with Putin. Everybody's friends with Putin.
Everybody's friends with
Why does Putin look like the bad guy from Beverly Hills Cop?
Because he is the bad guy from Beverly Hills Cop.
Can we get Eddie Murphy involved?
Everybody knew this.
Can we get Eddie Murphy involved? Can we get Axel Foley involved in this? All right. This is what's hilarious about the whole thing, too, because there's a lot of people questioning the decision to make him this ambassador of Russia for peace and all that good stuff. Because his temper is horrible.
Yes.
A lot of people from the sets of his movies and all that have complained about his temper and the way he's got the diva type. He went, pow, pow, pow. Yes. You know, this diva behavior that he has. So how can a person like that, which is ironic considering that Aikido and all that and martial arts is all about inner peace and all that, and he can't control not even that
energy and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, picking him as that, kind of questionable. How do you feel about this choice? Is he the right choice for this job considering his past?
Yes, because I'm glad it's not Jean-Claude Van Damme. We have a rivalry about Jean-Claude and Steven Seagal. I'm glad it's not Jean-Claude Van Damme because he would hold it over my head forever. I get to hold this over his head.
Okay, first of all, let me just say right now, all right, and when you look at it...
This is getting cut off if you're going to talk some crap about JCVD.
Head to head... Speaking of cyborgs, Jean-Claude Van Damme, cyborg. Yeah. All right. After the box office failure of Justice League, the future of the DC is pretty much been in question.
Right.
You know, they're already talking about Flashpoint being the thing that turns everything around and making DC all right in the world and all that good stuff, right? De-aging Ben Affleck for the Batman. What do you think?
As long as they can use Marvel's technology.
Only if, right?
Only if.
Only if.
But he doesn't look old as is.
Well, the future of one particular character from Justice League was seriously in doubt, and that was Cyborg. Ray Fisher pretty much has been
He's the one that got screwed from Justice League.
Actually, he did. Stated that he doesn't really know about his future as far as Cyborg is concerned. There is going to be a Titans TV series, and, you know, Cyborg is supposed to be in that. Who knows?
They're going to recast this.
But they're more than likely going to recast a TV one. But anyway, so in an interview with Slash Film, Joe Morton, Miles Dyson himself, talks about
he's gonna be in Titans.
No, he's gonna be in Terminator.
Oh, there you go.
He was talking about unused footage. Now we saw a lot of the stuff in the trailer with
they can use all that to make a cyborg movie.
So they're talking about using the unused footage from Justice League to make Cyborg and integrating it to do around, or actually building a script around it almost to make an origin story about it.
I can see that.
Highlighting a lot more of before he became a cyborg, highlighting the mom, showing the mom a little bit more, and all of that good stuff for this origin story. Now that's a reason why Warner Brothers has been so against sending a Snyder cut, because a lot of those scenes
they might want to use
are going to possibly be used for the Cyborg movie.
Okay. Yeah.
I see that, and I think it's a great idea. I understand.
I would love to see that, but you know what we're going to end up getting? We're going to get like a 2-second like montage of all the scenes put together, and it's going to be like files that Batman's looking up on his computer, and he's going to open them up, and it'll be like, oh, look, this looks like this happened during Justice League.
Joss Whedon reshot pretty much most of the Justice League movie.
I can't believe he cut that part out.
And he cut a lot of scenes from Cyborg. I think that character was probably the one that suffered the most out of that. the scene with him and his dad was really short compared to Flash's scene. I think that there was a little bit more, maybe possibly a little equal screen time for that origin, brief origin.
Okay.
But regardless, he was really cut out for me in that whole movie. And he had like some of the best scenes too.
It was like this whole football.
He was the smartest. He was the smartest one too, with the getting in there. Alfred, I'll take over from here.
They'll always ruin the black person in the movie. I always do it.
Oh man. Anyway, so what do you think about it? About using that unused footage? You think it's fair? You think it's right?
I would be okay with it. I think that maybe before they do it, we probably need to see Cyborg appear in another film so people really get accustomed to him as Cyborg before I think he can sell a movie on his own.
Yeah, you probably.
Because I think that's what they were. I think that's what they were worried about to begin with, and maybe that's why Josh Whedon cut it out, because he didn't think that we need to go so far into Cyborg, because maybe people weren't going to be like, I know who Cyborg. I know there's a lot of Teen Titan fans out there. I'm not that concerned about Cyborg, but I mean, it was a lot of good scenes. They got to use them somewhere. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, Justice League was not the only one suffering from reshoots. The Predator has gone through numerous reshoots. As a matter of fact, it was pretty much already ready to come out, but guess what? More reshoots.
They saw that first trailer with the kid and the grandpa, and they were like, we gotta reshoot this.
I think they saw Birth of a Dragon. It's like, oh shit, this looks like Birth of a Dragon. We're not gonna do this again. Anyway, so they've gone back and they've reshot some more for the Predator. They're still trying to make the September deadline here.
Dang,
I don't know. I honestly believe it's going to be pushed back, but regardless,
October is coming up.
It's scheduled to be released in September.
September 14th.
Yes, September 14th. It has not been testing well, which is why they're
reshooting this film, because it's garbage.
So because of this, they have cut out Edward James Olmos from the movie. His entire scene.
Did we need him?
He was a general in the movie.
Did we need him?
I don't know. I don't know the context of what his character was doing in it.
Is his character helping Selena? Because that's the only time we need him.
Was he teaching math?
Exactly.
Predator. 9 times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 45. Okay.
That's the only time we need him.
They're potentially changing the ending as well, probably to open it up for a sequel. Does anyone even want this movie anymore?
I do, because I need to see it. I've seen every Predator movie, good and bad, but I kind of want to see what they do with this one, because the second trailer was awesome. I liked the second trailer. The first trailer was garbage. Second trailer is like, it really got me hyped for it, but it focused more about the soldiers trying to track him down, and that's what I was really interested in.
It was Predator 2.
Yeah, basically. Without Danny Glover. Except James Edward Olmos.
Yeah, and they cut him out. They said, man, we can't have another Danny Glover.
We can't have another Danny Glover.
I honestly believe that they're doing reshoots, and even though Schwarzenegger's filming Terminator 6, maybe there's a cameo in there.
They have to do a cameo.
Gotta do a cameo. I think so too. Well, somebody's not gonna be doing cameos anymore, Mr. Robert Redford. Redford will possibly retire pretty much from acting after his new movie, The Old Man and the Gun.
Okay.
Robert Redford is 82 years old and has been in show business since 21.
It's long.
Major
time.
salute to the Hollywood icon. You get The Natural, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, All the President's Men Out of Africa, and even made his way to the MCU in your favorite Captain America Winter Soldier.
He was the best villain so far.
Killmonger? No. You don't like Killmonger? You take Robert Redford.
I didn't like him. I'm just saying, it's like Robert Redford was the best villain so far.
No, that's Thanos. But anyway,
it's Robert Redford. Come on.
It's been an amazing career for Redford, and it's gonna suck, but you know what? Everybody, Gene Hackman's gone.
I mean, they weren't bringing him back for the MCU.
I know that. But Hackman retired a long time ago. I haven't seen him in anything.
They can bring him back with the Infinity Stones.
He's in the Soul Stone. We're gonna get him back. Moranis retired. You can't see right now.
Well, he says he's not retired. He says he just hasn't got a good project yet.
Yeah, sure. And now Robert Redford is gone. So happy trails to the Sundance Kid. Oscar-winning director for Ordinary People. So at least, he's got a freaking hardcore...
he'll be behind the scenes somewhere.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he'll be directing again and all that. Clint Eastwood,
Yeah, he'll be behind.
I haven't seen Clint Eastwood in anything since, Gran Torino?
I think that's the last one he's been directing.
$1 Million Baby, that kind of stuff. So.
Robert Redford.
Redford! You're awesome, man. Mount Rushmore, maybe.
There you go. Yeah, definitely. I can see it.
That's awesome. And for the first time, and you think my month from away from the camera is a lot? Welcome back, Aspen! Right here on the side, our director, Aspen, is actually here after, she's 3 months being gone.
Long time. She's sitting right next to John Cena.
That's right. And Art's out there somewhere, where the hell he's at. This show is actually dedicated to our family member that we lost, our cat, Callahan. Love him, we miss him, and this show's for you. For Aspen and Art, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And that was the goods.
Back in the fridge?
Yes, he did.
How's it gonna get cold in the backpack in the fridge?
It's one of the, that's what the bag is.
But that means the stuff on the inside stays cold. Oh. But the stuff on the inside stays cold.
There's ice in there.
But that means that you can keep it outside of the fridge.
If it's an insulated backpack, it's still not.
It doesn't matter.
It does. Yeah.
The Goods Podcast that we're doing now. That now we're doing.